Hey guys, today we're back with another video. And today on the channel we're going to be doing an initial thoughts review in between the P226 X5 Classic and the P226 X5 STAS. Stay tuned for this one. Alright guys, we're back. Once again today, it's going to be initial thoughts or initial views on both of these guns here, as you can see. This review will be in between everything with these guns, from presentation, box, firearm, and everything in between. So this review is mainly for pretty much checking to see stuff that I have maybe missed with my initial unboxing review, or stuff that I have seen and read up upon ever since I have received these guns, which was yesterday. So let's go ahead and start with the P226 X5 Classic. Do a very quick, just close-up review on it as well. You can see here, a very, very beautiful gun overall. And this is one that I think I'm more partial to the P226 Classic for right now. We will start from the tip to butt on this as well. Up here in front, we have a very nice crowned barrel, as you can see. Also, there is a gap here. If you all have seen this before in the past with your P226s or anything like that, almost all SIGs have this, so it doesn't matter with accuracy or anything like that. Or, follow-up shots, whatever else. Every single SIG I've ever owned has had a gap in between the actual slide and the barrel, as you can see here. So I love the actual fiber optic front sight. Plenty of... let's see how you would say it, plenty of light on each side, so you can get a very good, precise shot. I've seen some people that actually said they wish it was a little bit thicker. I think this is perfect. I really wouldn't have it any other way, to be honest with y'all. If a fiber optic is too thick in the front, you can't really get that precise of a shot, and this is pretty much a target gun, so I'm liking that they done a very thin fiber optic front. Up here, the serrations are very nice. You can do an overcheck. You can also do undercheck as well. You can just move it all around however you like it. Very beautiful front here as well, how it actually melts in with the frame. This to me is one of the most beautiful guns I've ever owned. I just have always loved the SIGs, especially anything in stainless. Had the P226 Elite Stainless and actually had to sell it after I got into a rough spot, and I missed it ever since. This is the closest thing that SIG has come out with to it in a very, very long time, and I'm glad to actually have purchased this. But going on as well, this gun has, from what I can tell, no imperfections at all. It's just a perfect gun from factory. No imperfections in the wood at all either. My P226 Classic X5, the other one I have that's in the corner, not this one over here, but the one I've got in the box still, is perfect as well. That's the main reason I bought two of these for, is because, or actually three altogether, including this one over here, is because I was wanting to see if there was any imperfections in between one of another, or how SIG handled this. But as I was saying a minute ago, there is no imperfections at all in either one of these guns. So great off on SIG for that. As well here, as you can see, the gun is actually pretty smooth. I heard some people state on Reddit and Facebook that the gun was just as smooth as a 2011 Staccato. I think that they're exaggerating a tad bit too much on that. It is a smooth gun, don't get me wrong, but it is not as smooth as, say, the SIG P210 that they released a few years ago, or any of these Staccato 2011s. It's a smooth gun, but it's just not that smooth because how the recoil system and everything else in here is. But still a nice gun overall. Grips are very, very nice as well. If you all have ever had any of the P226 Elite Stainless grips, or like the rosewood grips that come on them per se, they was a very, very thick wood, and it felt like a brick in your hand. These right here will melt right in your hand, and they feel perfect to me. And I just couldn't say anything better about them. They're just perfect for me, and I absolutely love them. I've got about a large to extra large size hand, so they fit me perfect. They should fit you perfect as well, even if you have a medium sized hand as well. Undercut here is very great as well. Fingers fits perfect in it. I mean, it just fits me like a glove, and like I was saying, for the grip angle, grips and all that, I couldn't be more happy with it. Up here, no serrations here on the front. I'm not for certain if there's really anybody that holds their gun like this anymore. I seen some in one of the trainings I had a few months back that was still holding their gun like that, but that's pretty much went away. Your stippling up here in front, some people say it's not aggressive enough. I think it's fine. I can feel it in my hand as well. Yes, it would have been fine if it was a tad bit more aggressive, but it's fine for me. I don't think this gun is going to be slipping out of my hand or anything like that. Safety is very positive, as you can tell here. The trigger on this one is actually perfect. Out of all the three I've got, this is my favorite trigger set from factory that I've got so far. I don't think I will be changing this one at all. As you can see here, reset's perfect, trigger pull's perfect. I can maybe, I mean, I don't know. I just think it's perfect to me because right there's a wall. Tad bit of take up, I might be able to take that out of it as well, but it doesn't bother me too bad. You hit that wall and pow. So very, very nice as well. But the good thing about it is that if you don't like the trigger from factory, you can adjust it here, and adjust it up here. So very, very nice. Also, there's another adjustable part here in the top. I need to look that up and actually see what the difference is in between them all. But, well, actually, sorry, it goes through here. I guess you push your Allen wrench all the way through here to fully adjust it. But like I was saying, it's pretty adjustable, so I like that about it. Also, as well, magwell is fine. Got a pretty good edge on each side of it, but not too big of an edge, so everything should slip in pretty well. The big thing about magwells is that if it has any bit of an edge, your magazine still can get caught up on it, but as you can see here, it's pretty nice, so not too bad overall. You see here in the back, it marries up very well here in the back. No imperfections at all either. Over here on this side, no imperfections either. We can take a quick look at the sight picture as well. Very nice with a serrated rear front, so I like that about it as well. Trigger, perfect. I couldn't really speak any higher of this gun because this fits me just like a glove. Going to some of the cons that I have seen so far, though, is one of the obvious things, I've got 2 mags missing. I'll have an actual separate review out on this as well because I've been getting a lot of questions, where's my other mags? There's also a lot of questions on Reddit and Facebook as well, saying that they did purchase this gun and their mags are missing, and some of them are blaming it on the FFLs, other ones are blaming it on SIG. Some people think that the guy at UPS or FedEx opened up the gun, took out the mags, and run off with them. I mean, I've seen literally everything coming and going, so that's why I actually made that review. So if you all are missing mags, check that out. But long story short, SIG forgot to put them in the box. But I'll get a little bit more in depth on what I think you should do if you are missing mags in that review, so check it out. Something else here on these mags, I'm not sure if the camera should pick it up. It's a pretty good camera, but there are a few indentions. Yeah, I can see it right there, right here. This mag has never been used. It's still brand new. A few indentions here and here. They're not coming off either. So I don't know what type of paint that they've put on this, but it looks like a pretty poor paint to me, in that once you start running this gun, dropping these mags, you'll probably start seeing some pretty big dings on them. Besides that, pretty standard P226 magazine, 18 rounds, go down here, and then it's a +2 base on it, so pretty nice overall. But like I said, I wish I'd have had my 2 extra mags from factory, but oh well. One of my other big things here as well is with the actual case itself. We'll move this gun just to show you all. Whoever cut out this actual case here, I don't know if they could pretty much pass first grade arts and crafts, because this right here, I mean, it doesn't even match up at all with it, which kind of irritates me. Yes, it's kind of a nitpicking thing as well, but at the same time, $2,200 gun, and if you're going to make it this nice of a box, at least try and make it match up. Even whenever you try to can it a little bit, it starts pushing in down here to the bottom, and it just doesn't fit it anywhere at all. Maybe if you push it back a tad bit, there we go, but as you can see, just still gaps all over the place. I don't know if they had a third party cut this or what, but this is with the magazine out. You put the magazine in, and it even gets worse from here because you're pushing down on this part here. This part you're supposed to be able to take out and put an RMR, but I don't think that you'll be able to do it. But as you can even see here, even trying to get it to move her in there, you're just gaps everywhere. But like I said, that's more of a nitpicking thing. I'm more than likely I'm not even going to be putting it in this case ever again. But that's just something else I picked up. So going over here to the actual back of it, you have a few pieces of stuff here that will not fit in this. It will not shut with it in it. So I guess you're just going to leave them out in it. There is no way to get up underneath this either without tearing this cloth out either, because once you start pulling it back, you can hear it like a plastic, or not plastic, but like a glue ripping. So I don't want to mess with that anymore. So I guess these right here will be just free sitting around in here. Something that kind of irked me about the range paper here, I know what they've done. They've set up pretty much a bore sight, and whenever they have shot it, I guess you would say, well, actually at the same time, it could be a bore sight and they could be lying about this, but other ways as well is looking at it as like you put in your point of aim on the bench. If it's a locked in bench, you shoot, and this is your point of impact, point of aim, mean point of impact, first shot, second shot, second shot, third shot. Horizontal spread, all that information's up here. Minute of angle, that's up here as well. So I guess the only thing that I really don't like about this is that they have your point of aim up here. I wish that they would have maybe took a few more shots afterwards and made it pretty much to where it's dead on from factory. Because if it's 1 click per 1 MOA, I'd say this is about a half of a click or whatever else, because I just like for it to be pretty sighted in from factory, which this one is not. My other one is dead on accurate, and we'll get to that here in a second, but that's just another gripe. And probably the last gripe that I have for the P226 Classic is that the serial numbers on these don't really mean anything. I wish that they'd have made a custom serial number as well, like P226 X5 005, whatever else. That way that you could have actually seen which ones was the first ones made. Did you have a 100th one made or a 200th, whatever else? I meant to ask Sig that today while I was on the phone with him about the extra mags, but I forgot to. But as you can see here, it's just a pretty generic serial number. I was comparing them to the other two I have, and this one right here is the lowest one with 9,000 range. The other one over here that was actually made before this one is in the 11,000 range, if I'm not mistaken, and my other Classic is in the 13,000 range. So a few differences here and there. And as you can already see, pieces of the inner is ripping out. So let's go ahead and push this one to the side and go ahead and pull in the STAS. So once again, as you can see with the box already, cutout's a little bit better on this one, but still pretty weak. Like I was saying, that's more of a nitpicking thing to me, but it is what it is. With this one right here, one of the things that caught my eye a little bit more is that the lower on this one, for some reason, is a tad bit darker gray than the upper here, or the slide. On the P226 Classic that I have, both of them, they're almost 100% the exact same color. This one right here is easily told that it's a little bit darker of a frame than the actual slide in it. Once again, both of these guns are pretty smooth. The one that I showed a minute ago is more smooth than this one. As you can hear, but like I was saying, still a smooth gun, but just not as smooth as that other one, and this one is nowhere near as smooth as a Staccato 2011. Once again, you still have that gap here on the top of it, so like I was saying, that's normal. This gun doesn't have any imperfections at all either to it. The G10 grips feel very, very good in my hand. I do prefer the wood ones. These are pretty aggressive. I still like them, don't get me wrong, but for some reason this gun feels a little bit, I guess, thicker in the hands because of the G10 grips. Whenever I actually thought that these would feel thinner than the wood, but I was mistaken, to be honest with you all. Still feels very good, has some very great grip to it with these circles and everything in them. It doesn't look nowhere near as good, in my honest opinion, than the Classic does, but you can still see the X cut out in it, so that's pretty nice. I'll probably more than likely be keeping the Classic though, but out of both of them, I'll probably end up getting me some of these G10 grips if they ever are for sale. So stepping up to the gas pedal here, whenever I'm actually in my shooting position, my finger here, my actual trigger finger, will rub on my hand a little bit whenever I'm marrying up, because I normally hold a little bit further up here, but because I'm trying to cock it back a tad bit, my palm is a little bit hitting the extended mag release, but whenever I bring it back, that's whenever my finger starts pushing against my palm here a tad bit. I've got a little bit bigger hand, so it might not mess with you, but sometimes it will hit my palm and other times it will hit right here. So that's just something that I have seen so far myself. It might not affect you, but it very well could. As well, I've seen a lot of people that like this gas pedal. Whenever I first got it out and felt it, I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. But at the same time, it's a little bit more of an angled gas pedal. It's not a flat one like that's on the CZ-TSO. So yes, it does give me a little bit of purchase, but not really that much. I can do with or without it. At first, I thought that this was going to be my favorite one, but after I kind of felt with a little bit and just done a little bit of dry firing, I still think that the Classic without the gas pedal is a little bit more for me. The trigger's pretty cool. It matches the tactical look of this one and the fast-paced one of this one where it's skeletonized. So I like that about it. I don't really, to be honest with you, I could give or take. This one right here as well has a few more different steps to it to take it down. At first, I thought you have to push this up and then push this in a tad bit to actually get it to come down where it's notched in. Sometimes you actually have to let it go, then push this up, then push it down like that right there. Now I can fully slide it over and get it to take it apart. So not too bad, and also as well, it doesn't pop back in. You have to push it actually back out. We drop it, push it up here, push that back down. It snapped for me earlier back into place. I guess it's not snapping now, but it's in place. But yeah, just a few other different things. You kind of have to use your trigger finger over here to push it in and out. But just a little bit longer of a takedown on it than with the Classic. But if you like the gas pedal, I think it's still fine, even though you have to do all that. So, what I was talking about a minute ago, though, with the actual target in this, is that this one is right on the money. Out of all of the ones I've got, this is the most accurate because the point of aim is here. So it looks to me like he was doing a 6 o'clock hold on it, and it was hitting 1, 2, and 3. I mean, that's about the, unless you get one that's one and 2 and 3 is right in the same hole. That's about as perfect as you could get in my book. So, like I said, this one right here from factory is probably the most accurate one out of all of them. It's got the best results as well. Minute of angle MOA of 3.1. Minute of angle is one of these boxes. At 100 yards, every round should be in it. So, I mean, you got an inch right there. I'm guessing just from the spread of it, that's where they're calling the 3.14 at 100 yards. So still pretty good. That other P226 over there, I think it was like 3.68 or something like that. Might be off a few. But you can tell this guy right here is a pretty good shot if he's putting them numbers in. But I would like to talk to Sig to figure out how many clicks it's going to be to reset my other Classic over there down from here back down to here. But I'll probably just do that at a range at a set thing of about 10 yards. So that'll be about it. But guys, overall, this will be about the end of the initial thoughts review. I think that Sig knocked it out of the, I guess you would say, proverbial baseball field with these guns because I love both of them. At first, I was more going for this one, and then that 226 Classic grew on me. So, I mean, depending on how you think or what you want to gun more for, this one right here might be the better one for you. I did see a picture with one of these with an EOTech sight on the top of it, and it looked killer, don't get me wrong. Same one as well with the Trujicon RMR, and it looked great as well. I think that if you're going to be running a red dot on it, these right here might be the best one for you to keep just because everything just matches up perfect. Red dot on the Classic, it kind of throws off the look to it, but it still looks fine, don't get me wrong. But that's just my 2 cents. But guys, overall, very, very beautiful guns. And I think, like I was saying, that Sig knocked it out of the park with these. And I just don't really have much of nothing else to say until I actually shoot these, and then we can get a full review out for them. So guys, stay tuned for the full review. I know that this was a little bit more lengthy of a video, but I wanted to pick this apart as well as I could. And I believe I've done an all right job at it. So guys, once again, thank y'all for viewing. Thank you to Duke's Sports Shop and Summit Armory for both of these firearms here and the other one I have over there. But guys, I'll leave a link in the description below to their actual websites as well, so make sure you check them out. They're going to be having some more coming in, so make sure you holler at them, maybe get you one set up. Guys, once again, thank y'all for viewing as always. Like and subscribe for more gun reviews, and I'll see y'all in the next video.